Well, hello, I'm Alex, and today I've got an idea for making zines. So you can use this simple zine format to develop a daily practice. It's small, it's little, you can take it with you anywhere you go. It's perfect for prompts, and it's perfect for when you don't have time. You know how I'm always saying, it's easy to spend a few minutes a day in creative play. I'm sure some of you are like, well, it's easy for you to say you're an artist. So, I'm making these videos for you to take play breaks with me. This is your creativity timeout, baby. Just grab whatever supplies you have on hand, work alongside me, don't worry. I'm keeping this no fuss fabulous, easy peasy. Go ahead, check it out. This is part 2 of stamping mandalas because I ran out of time. So in part 1, I show you how to make any new stamps you might want to make for stamping mandalas, and we worked inside our zine by doing a quarter mandala on one page and a half mandala on a double page of the zine. And then I wanted to show you how to also make mandalas on cards, but there just wasn't enough time. So this is part 2, and what you'll need if you want to play with making a mandala card is just some craft paper, some cardstock, just some thick paper that you can fold in half to use as your card, and you can put a mandala on the front. Now you could do a half mandala this way by starting here and going round and round like this, but because the card is so much bigger than a zine, it's really fun to just get a circular mandala on the front. And before we jump in and I show you how to do that, a quick rundown of the supplies you'll need. You always need Eva craft foam with the sticky back for these stamping videos. You need some kind of support that you can stick your stamp on, like what we've done here. You'll need a pencil if you want to do any kind of etching. You need scissors to cut your support down, and you'll need your stamping pads. And the more colors you have, the better for the cards, because it's nice when they're colorful. Alright, are you ready? Let's go. It's time for the card I promised. So here we're going to actually do a circular mandala, and it would be nice to find the center of your card. So what I like to do is I like to draw a very light line. Let's see, I need space here. I want to connect my corners to each other diagonally. Very lightly coming down. It doesn't need to be perfect. Obviously that had a bit of a curve to it. Let's see where I get if I go like that. And then I'm going to go from midpoint to midpoint using my center here. So this is a very loose way to find the approximate center of your card. And basically drawing an X, finding the center, and then drawing across. Okay? Alright, let's start with, now these are the stamps I've already used for the zine. They're black, but I've got more I want to use, and I've got more colors. So let's make this one more colorful. So how about I start with a full star? No more quarter mandalas. no more half mandalas. And I'm going to go around that shape, and I'm going to do something in blue. I'm just going to take my stars and make them blue. So turn your paper as you stamp around your center. There, that's not bad. Okay, so that would be my first layer, my first circular row around my center. Now I'm going to do my next one, and why not make that one black? So I think what I'm going to do is alternate two, and now when I need more black ink. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to place my rainbow like exactly on top of the star, which means I'm going to get space between each rainbow so I can alternate shapes here and take advantage of my colors. So by going around this way, instead of doing rainbow, rainbow, rainbow closely together, I did rainbow and I tried to locate them. I'm stacking my rainbow on top of the star, leaving space between them. Now I can come in with a different color here. So how about I bring in my bigger tulip and I make it red. Okay, so now placing my tulip between each rainbow. And since we're not being very exact here, you may end up overlapping stamps, but I kind of think that's what makes stamping mandalas fun. It makes them more interesting. Okay, next row. I've got this guy in black, which I think I want to repeat, or maybe I can use a squatter one I haven't used yet. And then the leaf shape would be really, you know, we haven't used the eye shape yet. Maybe I should do that one in blue. So let's do the blue eye shape. And instead of, I'm going to use it like a leaf, or maybe I'm just going to sit it on top of the tulip. Why don't I do that? I'm going to sit it right on top of the tulip, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, and now I can fill that space with, why don't I use, let's come in here and use this big guy, and I'm going to use red for this big guy. So this is the composite one we made with the 3 diamonds stacked horizontally. Let's see what happens if we get those on top of the rainbow. So there's one. Ooh, check that out. There's another. They're obviously going to go off the page here. That. And now to finish things off, I could either use the heart, or I wanted to show you this guy. So this guy repeats the rainbow arc shape, and why don't I do that? So it's like the petal we used earlier, but it's like the really skinny one we used here, but it's squatter and fatter. So maybe I can get 3 in here between the, over the eye and between the diamonds. Okay, so I sort of went in and did 3 of these scallop shapes over each eye, and now I think I should finish with something blue again. This is where my heart could come in, so I had 2 hearts, so one has the black on it, but one is ready to go with the blue. Oh yeah. And now I'm gonna go in and try to get the point of my heart between those scallops I just put down as best I can. Okay, what do you think? I think I've got 1 stamp left, and I'm going to put it right between each heart. So it's either going to be red or black. Let's make it red, and let's pick something we haven't used before. Oh my goodness, I got lucky. This one is, oh no, this I did use it. This has the blue on it. I was thinking I could make red stars. Well, and this has the, how about a red leaf? Okay, so I'm actually going to come in here, red, 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 red. Some of these are obviously off the page. So this is where I'm showing you, it doesn't matter if you overlap, it just makes it more interesting in the end. There you go. So the way you clean your stamps, if you haven't watched any of my videos, I always show this at the end, is that you take your stamp, you stamp it out, and then you wipe. Keep stamping and keep wiping. Depending on how much ink, that's pretty much done. You could do one final wipe. And that's clean. So that's what needs to happen to all the stamps I use today. And that's all you need to do to clean. Okay, I hope you had fun taking this tiny play break with me. Be honest, it was super easy. You know, when it comes to your creativity, it's never about what you're making. It's about how you feel while you're making it, right? Okay, I've got lots more videos on my YouTube channel here, so subscribe, stay tuned, play, play, play. Come back and get your daily dose of make stuff feel good energy. Thank you so much for being here, and sparkle on.